In 1966, Tsuburaya created an Ultraman series and has grown into a major franchise, and ever since then there were many designs for the different Ultra series, Showa era to the mid-Heisei to the new Heisei era, and of course the Reiwa era that we are in right now. It's safe to say that when it comes to Ultraman, there are a lot of designs that people like and dislike, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the designs of Ultraman Powered and Tregear specifically, and more specifically I'm going to be talking about why these two are the only Ultras so far in the M78 timeline to have blue eyes. Now, before anyone starts commenting, I know Orb and Jeet have blue eyes prominently, but I'm not going to be talking about those two because those two aren't from M78. So, let's get into the video and explain one by one. For those of you who don't know, Ultraman Powered was an Ultraman series created in the USA, and of course, being a proper product approved by Tsuburaya. I'm not calling you in, Chayo, you made something illegal. Now, Ultraman Powered originally did not have blue eyes, as is seen through this picture right here. He's supposed to have normal Ultraman eyes which are white and sometimes yellow. But during production, they changed his eyes to blue, which gave him a distinct look from the original Ultraman that we have right now. While some Ultras have white eyes and some of the boxier-eyed Ultras had yellow eyes, Powered was the first Ultra to have blue eyes canonically in the M78 timeline. Now, of course, after that, not many Ultras had blue eyes, and if they did, they were like evil counterparts, like example, Evil Tiga. But Tsuburaya thought of this idea and said, yeah, you know what, let's bring back those blue eyes. And of course, we had that with Orb. While it wasn't that prominent, yeah, it was a bit blue. And of course, Jeet had it, but we're not talking about those two. After that, we had the blue eyes again in the M78 timeline with Ultraman Tregear. Now, Tregear is a blue tribe Ultra, and blue tribes aren't actually into fighting unlike the red tribe of Ultraman Powered. However, these two are from two different tribes. Yet why are they the only Ultras to have blue eyes? When you compare these two to the other Ultras, they're the only Ultras to have blue eyes. So, what is the case with this? Well, in the real-life example and explanation, Powered had blue eyes because it was a production design choice. Same with Tregear. And to be honest, not much explanation is given on why they have blue eyes. However, I think it is because of their birth defect. Let me explain. In our real-life scenario, there is this syndrome called albino, and people with albinism have a reduced amount of melanin or no melanin at all. This can affect their coloring and their eyesight. People with albinism often have white or very light blonde hair, although some have brown or ginger hair. The exact color depends on how much melanin their body produces. Now, if you're thinking I'm just spouting nonsense, well, it kinda is. But albinism, or albino is I'm gonna call it right now, is basically a health thing that happens with the human body. Well, in case you get blue eyes or different colored eyes, and of course that is a syndrome, or also known as a disease if I'm being harsh. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kenji. And of course, this kind of thing isn't supposed to be, well, if you think about it, I know what you're gonna think. Fos, that's impossible. Ultras can't have albinism. Well, when you think about it, in the Mega Monster Battle movie, they explain that the Ultras are basically like humans as well, and I'm pretty sure aliens can have disease. I mean, you can't prove they can't have disease. I'm pretty sure they can. Things like Powered and Tregear having albinism could be the only explanation I can give right now, because as you can see, these two are the only blue-eyed Ultras within the M78 timeline. Now, if you think I'm just being a little bit harsh on Tregear and Powered saying they have albinism, okay, how about I bring in another character that is Ultraman Great. Now, you may ask yourself, what does Ultraman Great have to do with this? Well, remember when I said albinism had some effects on the skin as well? Well, if you look at Ultraman Great here, his head is silver but the rest of his body is white. Now sure, the real life explanation is that it's because of a spandex suit and color design. However, in universe, it could be albinism or albino disease. If you want to put it harshly, I'm not trying to do that. However, you may have seen that he is white with a silver head. So that could mean albinism for Ultraman Great. Now, albinism for Ultraman Powered and Tregear is that they have blue eyes. And when you think about it, these two are from different tribes. So this disease can happen just like how in real life, every race can develop a disease. And of course, that is a bit harsh considering we have COVID, but that's the explanation I have for now. So in short, the reason why Powered and Tregear have blue eyes is because of a disease within the Ultraman series. It doesn't affect them physically or mentally, it's just they have special features with their body. And that's it for the video. So this is gonna be a short one, not around 10 minutes. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. Yeah, I have a bit of a cold right now, so I'm not really in top shape during this recording. So if my voice sounds a little bit weird, that's because I'm actually recovering from my fever. Anyway, this was Fos-kun, and I'll see you in another video. Take care, everyone.